crazy, but you know what I mean. So you get it all mixed up in the sport of college football, and you can't just think that somebody's just going to transition and make that transition smoothly, because it don't happen like that all the time, and the lack of development going around matters. It matters. It just does. It matters. And we'll yo, what up, y'all? Back with another video, man. Just got finished going live, man. They be tired, bruh. Man, I be out here working, bro. I be working, bro. Oh, yeah. So y'all already know what it is, man. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on all the platforms, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for doing just that. You know what I mean? Because y'all could be doing a whole lot of other things, but y'all decide to keep it real with me and stay locked in with your boy, Trek and Chubby. You feel me? So make sure y'all continue on doing that. Now, there's a whole lot of that's going on in the news that I didn't get to, because I didn't plan on that live being an hour long. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I didn't plan on it being an hour long. I normally do a video when I do my top 5, my top 10s, running backs and all that, right, receivers throughout college football. And I did it live. I decided to do it live because, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to bring a lot of people in on the conversation. But look, I get what it is. I just got to rock out. Just keep rocking. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep doing your thing, dog. Just keep doing your damn thing. You know what I mean? Keep doing it, because it's just going to work. You know what I mean? So, but nonetheless, now got my energy right. You know what I mean? Because I was very lackluster on there. They playing with me. But look, the one thing they ain't going to do is stop me, dog. They playing with me. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Y'all got to make sure that y'all locking in. Y'all got to make sure y'all locked in and sharing it. And share the content, man. Share it. Now, David Njoku had announced that he's not coming back, dog. David Njoku announced he's not coming back to the Cleveland Browns. He said, I'm out. I'm not re-signing with the Cleveland Browns. But could you blame him? Could you blame David Njoku for not going back? I mean, look, he's been around the league. He's always going to be a good tight end. I still think he got some tire. I think he still got some tread on the tires. I don't know what he's going to be looking for. But at this point, he got to be looking just to win. But you know what I mean? They said he ain't coming back. So clearly, it says tight end David Njoku is set to hit the open market and move on from the Cleveland Browns. Njoku has played the last 9 seasons for the Browns, is impeding free agency. Announced Monday on Instagram that it was time for him to find a new home. Cleveland, first off, I love you, he wrote. These 9 years have been a beautiful journey. I am grateful for all the memories we shared together. Thank you to the Haslams, Andrew Berry, and the whole Browns organization for everything, and my teammates I have shared the battle with. I'm so grateful for you guys. The time for me to find a new home has come, and all I can think of is just the gratefulness in my heart. The city of Cleveland will be ever my home. Gave a heart, and he said Chief out. So he might be thinking about going to the Chiefs. Is that something? The Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, you know they do with Travis Kelce getting up there and later in his seasons, Njoku with at least a good number, good 3 more in him. I think he got it in him. I think his game has evolved. I think he of course it has, because when your athletic ability starts to dwindle, your cerebral picks up, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So he's out there actually becoming a better player anyway, but he's moving on. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him for moving on at all from this organization. I'm not even gonna sit here and say like, it's a bad thing that he's moving on, because it's not. It's not a bad thing at all. It's really not. I'm not about to sit here and act like David Njoku moving on from the Browns is horrible, because it's not. It's actually a good thing. I think it's actually a good thing he's about to move on from the Browns. He's been with them for years, hasn't won anything, got to a taste of the playoffs, but actually hasn't never really locked in and got one. So shout out to him. The homes that he can land in. I think that look, there's going to be various teams that's going to reach out to David Njoku and want to and want to grab him up. There's going to be a couple of different teams that's going to want a veteran tight end instead of going into the draft and getting a tight end. Honestly, there's going to be a couple of guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he was to remain put in AFC North. I wouldn't be surprised about that. He's always given every team in the AFC North problems outside of the AFC North, to be honest. So I wouldn't be surprised if he remained in there. I don't know if that's that got to be against some of the rule book. He did spend 9 seasons in Cleveland, but when they're out there, it's a business too. At the end of the day, and if you got to get paid, you got to get paid, no matter where it's from. But because I don't remember him having too much of a battle with teams. But anyhow, I mean a problem with that. But shout out to David Njoku, man. Moving on from the Browns, man. About to get it. About to move on, dog. About to get it. Another some more news is Brian Daboll. He's hiring the Titans top free agent. Signing is a no-brainer. Said it's a no-brainer. That's what he's saying right now. The excitement's over. The 2026 offseason is overflowing at the point the Titans made a home run hire in their new head coach by bringing in Robert Saleh from the 49ers. They followed up and landed Brian Daboll as the offensive coordinator. They're not playing. They're not playing. They're not playing. The Titans ain't playing, bro. They ain't playing. And I talked about the Titans already, and Cam Ward having a bounce back year. They're going to ball out. They got some pieces down there. I'm telling you, that is a match made in heaven. The only thing that Brian Daboll really never has gotten is a running back. So don't be surprised if they go running back in round 2. Don't be surprised if you see the Titans go in round 2 and get a running back, because you can't pass on Ruben Bain. I don't think you could pass on Ruben Bain. I think they want to shore up that offensive line with a great pick, but I don't think you could pass on Ruben Bain and to getting a pass rush on that defense. I don't think you could pass on that. It's hard to pass on those defenders because those trenches guys, and I could say it for both ways. Like they're really stuck in a conundrum. So I want a Tennessee Titan fan to get down in the comments and tell me, like, what do y'all really want? I mean, we know y'all needs, right? We know what y'all need, but what do y'all want? You know what I mean? As the fans, because this is the fans' point of view. You know what I'm saying? So I like to give us a voice a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So a Titans fan, you see this clip this. Titans fan, get down in the comments and let me know what y'all need, man. What do y'all need? What do y'all want to see out of, you know what I'm saying, get the draft or your team? All right, let me know, man. Let me know, because I think they're gonna have a bounce back season. I honestly really do. I really do think that they're gonna have a bounce back season. Now, another thing is, I already mentioned on the live that Illinois has hired Montana's head coach as their new defensive coordinator. They're going to do that. They're going to do that. That's football news all day, every day. They're going to do that. They're going to make that happen. That's they're going to go down levels, because these guys know, to simply put it, like I always say, and I will remain to say it, these guys know how to win with less. They know how to get a lot out of nothing. You know what I mean? They know how to take these 1-star, 2-star, 3-star guys and turn them into 4 and 5-star caliber athletes, getting the biggest bags in NIL history and getting all this big money and taking this potential talent and turning it into NFL talent. These guys are great at doing that, and he's known for that. So that's what they're going to do. I want to see what Brent Bellum is going to do. Now, Sean Payton and the Broncos, the Broncos is finally done paying off Russell Wilson's tab. They done with him. They done with paying that tab. They said they ain't got no more to do with that tab. Sean Payton and the Broncos are officially free from Russell Wilson's contract. No more dead cap money for the Broncos. Shout out to the Denver Broncos. They ain't got to pay that dead cap money no more. They ain't got to pay the Steelers way to play for Russell Wilson. They ain't got to pay for the Giants and Russell Wilson to play around no more. They got that money now. And they got that extra bread. They got that extra room. Let's see what they do with it. I want to see what they do with it. I thought the Broncos had a great season. I thought they had a great season. I didn't expect the Broncos to be where they were at. Now, should we have been right there with the Broncos? Absolutely. But the Broncos has been doing a good job at eyeing the talent, getting the guys they need through the door, and playing well. And that team is not going nowhere. But I expected that out of them. Now that I have big expectations for the Raiders, absolutely I had big things for the Las Vegas Raiders. Most definitely did. And that's, look, I kept telling everybody in the offseason that was going to shake up. I told a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I told him, I don't know if y'all going to win the division this year. That division is going to be the toughest division in football to win. It's not going to be the same. Y'all, the coaching in that conference alone, like, is just phenomenal. And I'm not dissing on Mike Tomlin, you know what I'm saying, and Harbaugh being in the AFC North. That's it. That's it. Now, Kevin Stefanski, I mean, he did his thing, but I mean, I'm not going to knock on Sean Payton, you know what I'm saying, Pete Carroll, Andy Reid. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And Harbaugh? Come on, man. That conference was crazy last year. And the Broncos were the best. They came out on fire. I don't know, in the next year, they're going to have to rebuild, come out there, and I think they just got older. That's going to be a good team. That's going to be a good team, but I think it's always better when they are good. That lets me know that it's wide open because they do want to win out there in Denver. They definitely want to win. Shout out to them, man. All right. Moving on to the next story, man, because I know I got a lot of them. Now, like I just talked about that. So another around the wire around the league and Titans wire, they said they got a what? Let me take a look at this. It says the Titans wire 7-round mock draft, right? The Tennessee adds impact and depth to their roster. Now, it's just a 7-round mock, you know what I'm saying? And the first they want to get David Bailey, the edge from Texas Tech. Now, now they saying after the Cardinals took Bang with a pick earlier, they got to go with that position. David Bailey, the edge from Texas Tech. I mean, I ain't going to argue that, but I thought that, if you can get something else in that position, then that's cool. Because I think Akeem Massador and Bane are the guys, man. They are the guys. And if you want to add to that front, I ain't gonna say David Bailey ain't it, because David Bailey is good. David Bailey is definitely good, and I ain't got no problem with that. They took Brandon Sissy, the cornerback from South Carolina. I think that's a good pick for them. Y'all want to go defense? That's cool. Elijah Surratt from Indiana, grabbing him up, a type of route runner, possession receiver type kind of guy. That's a good pick for them. And Malachi Fields from Notre Dame. That's already a good pick. That's already a decent draft for the Tennessee Titans. I think that's looking good for y'all. But honestly, I think that y'all gonna jump off if y'all can't get Ruben. To me personally, right? If the Titans can't land Ruben Bain, I don't know if y'all go and get and jump straight to an edge, right? Because y'all need offensive linemen, right? So you want to take the best available there first. Because if the Cardinals don't go offensive line and they go defense and take Bain from y'all, then y'all got to take the offensive lineman from the Cardinals. I think that's just what it is right now at this point, right? Try to get protection and then go receiver, right? I mean, I would think so, you know what I mean? Because that's how it is, unless, and you know what I mean? In that order, that's what I would think. If I'm a Titan, if the Titans, and if I'm sitting here looking at what the Titans is possibly doing, that's what I'm thinking. Got to go offensive line, right? If your defensive lineman and Ruben Bain ain't there, and I think Bain will be there. I think Bain will be there for the Titans. So Yeah, get that done. But Cam Hayward, man, what did Cam Hayward say? Let's look at and see what Cam Hayward had to say, man. Cam Hayward's in the news. He said beat writer expects Cam Hayward to seek contract extension this offseason. Another contract extension from Cam Hayward. I don't like look, he's been productive. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, he worth every penny, peso, denali, euro, yen, well, whatever you talk about money and language, Cam Hayward's worth it. He's been productive on that defense. But I mean, this is the thing, and it's the conundrum that we've always been put in. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, man. It is. It's crazy to me that they get put in this position, man. It's insane that they get put in this type of predicament in this situation. Now, what do I just don't know. I really don't know on if it's hard to say right now, man. It is. It's hard to say because does it tie up too much money once again? You know what I mean? Because if he's not going to win, then you got to pay him. But then when you pay him, like at some point you kind of waiting for the wheels to fall off. But he's always productive. He comes in shape. He's been productive, and if he want to keep playing and he think he got it, man, keep it rolling. I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess you got to pay him. You got to, hands down. If you're gonna keep him around, you got to pay him, no doubt. That's just what it is with Cam Hayward. You know what I'm saying? I think we're losing Kenneth Gainwell, and if we're going to lose Kenneth Gainwell, and if the Pittsburgh Steelers, if we're going to lose Kenneth Gainwell, then I think no doubt in our mind we have to be thinking about the draft, because I don't know if we missed on Caleb Johnson, but he got to be ready this year. So we got to see what we got out of him. We got to see. You know what I mean? You look, you had a whole year to rest in the NFL, dang there. So you refreshed your body. Very healthy young guy. Seeing how it was ran, seeing how they prepared, he got to come on this year with his head on fire. So we can't, so we don't want to go drafting with the running back, right? Even though I did a mock draft and I actually put him there, right? I don't know if we go there. I don't know if we go back to that position. We got Caleb Johnson. We got to see what we got out of some of these guys. I mean, we're under no pressure but you know what I'm saying? To keep drafting at that position, I think it's just like, wow, okay, we'll see what happens. But now I'm going to look at something that I put up yesterday on my page, because I actually put it up on my page on my X feed, and I really didn't get a lot of feedback on it, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay, because this is what I do. Anyhow, I did a mock draft, and I want to take a look at my mock draft because I thought my mock was hitting. I really thought my mock was hitting. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was hitting. This is it. So as you can see, I went and I kind of, you know what I'm saying, retweeted the joint, but it was a retweet, but I just said we got some of the same picks. I went and got Mekhi Lemon out of with the first overall pick, because now already, you know what I mean, it's been updated, and now D'Angelo Pond is coming out in the first round. D'Angelo Pond is coming out in the first round. And like I've said in the first place, before they updated the mock draft system with the AI and put in how much popularity and how demanding D'Angelo Pond is out there, Steeler fans, I said it first. There's a live. We got the receipts, baby. We got the receipts. Me and Bishop got the receipts. We actually went out and talked about how we can't. I told him we can't afford to pass on D'Angelo Pons with the first overall 21st pick. We can't. If he's there, we got to take him, because he's being taken before pick 21. He's gone. He's gone, bro. D'Angelo Pons is out of there. He's gone already. He's gone already. And if you don't take D'Angelo Ponds with the first 20 overall pick, he's gone shortly after that, early second round. D'Angelo Ponds is out of there. I'm telling you, his stock is rising. There's no way he plays the way that he played all season long, healthy, consistently, and not be one of the best candidates for the job. There's not, man. I don't think there's not one receiver, man. Like, you gonna get got at some point. But the fight that he got in him, the way that he come down and make them downfield tackles, like, it's gonna continue to rise. And after his 40, watch, we'll see. We got the end of this month. We got 18 more days. We'll see on a Saturday later this month. And we'll see exactly what everybody is talking about, what the talk is about with D'Angelo Ponds. We'll see. All right. Then I said Dylan Thiemann, all right, from Oregon, the safety. Now, a lot of people is like, they like the Toledo safety, and that's cool. But I'm telling you, I ain't saying that guys from Toledo don't make great players, because they do. The Mac got some ballers. They do. They got straight dogs. They go into the NFL and they produce. They produce. Quentin Mitchell, Khalil Mack. Just recently, I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? They got guys go and ball from Toledo. I'm not dissing it at all, but I really like Dylan Thiemann from Oregon. He is very underrated. I think it's probably going to change once again. That's probably not going to happen. He's probably going to jump people after the combine, and after they see his smarts and everything. He's probably going to end up being a first round pick, bro. Like, honestly, he's going to jump up. They got him at 50. I got him there. His stock is going to rise. I'm telling you, it just is. Jacob Rodriguez, his stack is going to rise. But I got Jacob Rodriguez in the third, as you can see here on your screen, if you can't see it. Got him in the third. Okay? So I got Mekhi Lemon, first round for the Steelers. Second round, Dylan Thiemann, safety from Oregon. Third round, linebacker Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech. All right? He's going to be, I'm telling you, he's it, bro. Not everybody translates to the NFL, but you can tell he's going to translate to the NFL. Those three guys are going to translate to the NFL. You can tell by the way their gameplay is. It's not too easy for them in college. No, it's not. They're simply very fundamental, and they're making plays based off of their knowledge, their studying of the game, and their assets. Because Jacob Rodriguez is not going to run fast. He's not going to be the fastest linebacker, excuse me. He's not going to be the fastest linebacker out there. No, he's not. And I still think him and Aiden Fisher might be some of the best run defender guys out of the linebacker class. Still think Kyle Lewis is a beast. I still like Kyle Lewis. I do. But if I can get Rodriguez in the third, perfect. If I can't get D'Angelo Ponds, Chandler Rivers. In the fourth, I got. In the fourth round, I went and got Chandler Rivers. You can't, he's going to jump up too. Chandler Rivers is going to jump up. These guys are down there because they're 5'9", but they're some of the best defenders. They're only not above the guys who are 6 foot because they're 5'9", but they play the run well. They come downhill. They tackle. They're very sticky when it comes to coverage. Some of the best technique in college football when it comes to guarding somebody is from Chandler Rivers and D'Angelo Ponds, by the way. Dallin Bentley in the fifth round, from tight end from Utah. Very versatile, can block in the ring, and we like physical guys. He has no problem with being physical, and he's a heck of a receiving tight end. He can do it both. Good. He's probably going to rise up too, because he's one of the better all-around tight ends in this draft. He just is. He's going to pick up. Athletic, blocking as well, and he can and his receiving as well, right? Telling them tight ends from Utah, man, kind of Whittingham system is just different. If they ain't coming from Notre Dame, they got to be coming from there. You're getting some good guys from both places. Talon Green. The Talon Green. I went and got Talon Green. I traded both of our, I think it was the one of our third round picks, our last third round pick, and one our early fourth for Talon Green. And I went and got Talon Green. So he's our sixth pick of the draft, and I got him. Of course, I got Talon Green from Arkansas, quarterback from Arkansas. Him in this West Coast type set of Mike McCarthy and what he wants to run. And if everybody keep talking about quarterbacks, no, Talon Green, better choice than Drew Aller. I think so. He's way more athletic. Number one, that's the first thing. He's very tall. They got him listed at 6'6", so he's a true 6'5". True, he's a big guy. Yeah, I think he needs to put on a little bit more weight at the quarterback position. I don't know how much it will slow him down, but yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen in the NFL, and then he gonna learn a lot in his system. And Mike McCarthy's he's one of the quarterback whisperers. He could get him right. You know what I mean? Like Talon Green got first round athleticism off the bat for the quarterback position. Had it not been for and he still threw for a lot of yards in the SEC. Let's not get that twisted. He gave teams problems. If Arkansas would have had a better overall record, I think Talon Green would for sure probably be early day 2 pick for somebody. You know what I mean? So why not go and get him, man? Why we keep talking about, you know what I mean, Drew Aller, and I mean, we want to see what Howard could do, but we need somebody got to compete in that quarterback room. I think he's the perfect candidate for us. I do. I really do, y'all. Deion Burks, right receiver from Oklahoma. Yeah, I know I went and got a short guy, 5'11" in Mekhi Lemon, and then I got another shorter guy in Deion Burks, but he could fly. Burks, he's not a 4'3", he's a 4'4" kind of guy, but he was very clutch for Oklahoma. He can catch, contested, and this wide receiver class is deep. Special teams guy, come in some sub packages for us. You know what I mean? He could come in on some sub packages. Special teams. There's a lot of ways we could use Burks at that pick. And now I've just went and picked up some very underrated offensive linemen and defensive linemen with our last 3 picks. Because they're probably, maybe they're going to rise. I think a lot of guys on this list is going to rise up. But it was Khalil Benson from Indiana with the 214th pick in the draft, Pittsburgh Steelers. Offensive tackle from Indiana, Khalil Benson. Why? Because he can play the inside. He plays the inside. Khalil Benson could play both. He could play tackle and guard. I like him at guard. I do like him at guard, but he can play tackle too. He's versatile. He's long enough to play both positions. I think having him inside in sub packages, especially when you put the tight end on his side, you got Darnell Washington on his side. You know what I mean? He definitely can move, and he's a people mover. Don't know why they got him down there for the 400th pick. They got him, going undrafted, which is crazy, but I think he's good. I think he had a bounce back, very good bounce back year coming from Colorado going to Indiana. Could play both positions. Seen a lot from him. All right. Great. Mekhi Lemon from Indiana. Another guy from Indiana. The edge. Shorter in size. Don't know about the arms, whatever, but he's an edge that can possibly be used in the inside, like how we want to move guys around. Could put him on the edge, or you could put him inside where you want to put him at. Yeah, he's a little underside, but he's quick, strong, and the work ethic that he got, I think that's a good pick right there. Developmental piece. It's a depth piece right there. Don't force nobody out of their spot, but he has time to develop, and we can get some good play out of him, right? Then Matthew Bedford, the guard from Oregon. Why not? Him and Khalil Benson played together at Indiana. They played on the same side, on the right side of the line. They had a tremendous chemistry. almost like brother type chemistry, right? Feed off each other. And Bedford is a beast in the inside. He's a true guard that can play both left and right guard. And so can't Benson. So we're bent like these guys being so underrated, and they got the size. They got the size. Yeah, they might struggle in some areas. No, they didn't go to the Senior Bowl. I don't know if they'll be invited to the Combine. Maybe that's a thing. But whatever, those last 3 picks, I think I knocked them out the park. I think this is my best mock draft yet. So to quickly go through it again, from pick 21 to pick 237, Mekhi Lemon, first round. Dylan Thiemann, second round. Thiemann, safety out of Oregon. Third round, Jacob Rodriguez. Fourth round, Chandler Rivers. Fifth round, Dallin Bentley. Then I went and got Talon Green, Deion Burks, wide receiver from Oklahoma. Sixth round. And then seventh round, we got Khalil Benson, Mikael Kamara, and Matthew Bedford. Come on. Off the top. Come on, man. Come on. That can't beat it. I think that's solid. I think that's very solid, man. And maybe you could get some of these guys out of free agency. There's going to be some undrafted rookie free agents that's going to make rosters that possibly can win a starting position, but they're not meant for that. But I think like we can't miss. So no matter what we do, no matter what, I think even if we can't miss, we got a lot of picks. I don't think we trade none of them. I think we use every last pick in the smartest positions. If we got to go and get 3 receivers under rookie contract, we go and do that. Go and do that. Where are we going to spend the money at? Go and get those guys where we got to spend the money at. All right. That's what I got, man. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? Ain't too much. Ain't too, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. I thought that was well. I thought that was great, man. I thought it was great. You know what I'm saying? All right. Falcons court. Yeah, we know the Falcons is getting rid of him. We know the Falcons is most definitely getting rid of Kirk Cousins. He's moving on. Geno Smith, that's cool for the Falcons. Don't know if that's something that we'll be interested in doing, is bringing Kirk Cousins into our system. Don't know yet. But that's why we need to know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, most definitely. Geno Smith was getting up out of there, man. Got traded from the Seahawks. They was then they won the Super Bowl. But AJ Brown says he reported that he's fortunate to be an Eagle. He don't want to leave. He says he's fortunate to be a part of a great leadership in the Eagles locker room. Says he's excited about the new season and the new coaching staff. He don't sound like a guy that wants to be traded or expect to be traded. But your actions of what you put on the field, that don't rock, bro. That don't rock. It don't rock. Now to say he still can't be productive or whatever, I mean, he got to say those things at this point. But what he showed us on national TV was totally different. I think that, you know what I mean? I think the damage is already done. I hate to say it, but the damage is already done, dog. Like, I hate to say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, do you want to go back and probably play for the Eagles? Right. You probably should. It's a great franchise. Was you frustrated you ain't get the ball? We don't know. We don't know about that. But what we do know is that you going to play there. Got no choice, right? But, hey, yeah, I think the damage already done, man. I think the damage is already done on what he had to say and how he handled that whole situation, man, which is crazy to me. For real, but I don't think he's going nowhere right now. I think he might be chilling right where he's at. There's a quick mock draft we're going to take a look at. Before we get on up out of here, before I get up out of here and hit that button, I want to take a quick look at this mock draft because a lot of people are doing them. They're all everywhere, but this is a good stimulator. Fernando Mendoza he's like the consensus overall pick. Like the Vegas Raiders, they're taking Fernando Mendoza. Hands down. I think that's a good pick for him. And he's going to play, obviously, starting off. Gonna struggle, but whatever. The Jets taking Arvell Reese, linebacker from Ohio State. They like him fast, pass coverage kind of guy, can get after the quarterback, speedy, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But then they got the Cardinals taking offensive tackle for Miami, Francis McGoy. Now, and then they got the Tennessee Titans taking David Bailey. I don't think that happens. I think they take Ruben Bain over Bailey. I honestly do. I think they take Bailey over Bain over Bailey, but either or with those guys, right? They got the Giants taking Cornell Tate from Ohio State. Then they got Cleveland taking Spencer Fano from Utah, offensive tackle. Then they got Ruben Bain going to Washington with the 7th pick. They got Jeremiah Love going to New Orleans. Kendrick Falk, the edge from Auburn, going to Kansas City. They got Caleb Downs going to Cincinnati. Don't think Cincinnati's going to take that pick, but they're supposed to go safety last year. They missed. I don't think they want to miss on Caleb Downs this year. So we'll see what happens with that. Miami taking Massador Delane, cornerback from Delaney from LSU. Dallas taking Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State with the 12th pick. With their 12th pick, because they got more than one, right? Dallas got a couple of them. First round picks. Jamal McCory going to the Los Angeles Rams with the 13th pick. 14th pick, they got Peter Woods for both going to Baltimore from Clemson. 15th pick, Tampa Bay. Cassius Howell going to Texas A&M, the edge. New Jersey, the Jets taking Jordan Tyson with their 15th pick, with their 16th pick. Wide receiver from Arizona, right? So now they still got to go QB and defensive tackle, right? But that's it. But then Detroit taking Akeem Massador at 17, right? The edge from Miami, which is a great pick for them. I think so. Avon Terrell from Clemson, a cornerback, going to Minnesota at 18, right? Carolina picking up Kenyon Sadiq, or tight end from Oregon, probably the best. Him and Stowers, I think, you know what I mean? Could argue that, but I think so. Then Dallas with the 28th overall pick, taking TJ Parker, the edge from Clemson, right? That's what Dallas took, linebacker and the edge. And then Pittsburgh getting Mekhi Lemon from USC. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Because if we get put in that situation, no, we can't. Like, that's a tough situation to be put in. That's a very tough situation. But then they got the Chargers taking guard from Penn State. Then they got Caden Proctor going to the Philadelphia Eagles. They got Denzel Boston going to Cleveland. If that happens, of course, because I think either or is going to happen. If they jump on Denzel, then we'll probably jump. You know what I mean? It's going to happen one of those ways. Safety from Toledo, Emmanuel McNair Warren going to Chicago. Crazy. Buffalo taking Kevin Concepcion, Texas A&M. They're going to be a lot of mix up and mismatch, but for some reason, I think Concepcion might end up in Pittsburgh. I don't know why, man. I just got a feeling, y'all. Like, I got a feeling. But San Fran, Caleb, because we know pretty much how it's going to roll out, right? It's going to roll out like that. I think a lot of people's like Pittsburgh's going to go wide receiver. San Fran taking offensive tackle from Utah. Houston taking defensive tackle Caden McDonald from Ohio State. Los Angeles, with their second pick, the Rams taking offensive tackle Monroe Freeling from Georgia. Denver taking Caleb Banks from Florida, defensive tackle from Florida. New England taking linebacker from Georgia, C.J. Allen. And then you got Brandon Sissy from Seattle. Seattle taking Brandon Sissy, quarterback from South Carolina. So that's how that ends up. That's how that's looking in that particular mock draft. But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Like I always tell y'all, pray for yourself, pray for each other, pray for me. Mars praying for y'all, man. Especially the ones down in the comments. Even if you're not there, still praying. Peace, y'all. Bye-bye out of here.